July 20th, a day so jam-packed with historical drama, if it were a movie, it would star Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, and a CGI moon landing. This is the kind of date that says, history? Oh, I make history. Today on Klepper's Corner, we're strapping into our time-traveling recliner and revisiting moments that gave the world independence, assassinations, moon boots, Martian selfies, and even Billboard Top 40s. From decolonization to space colonization, and yes, Richard the Lionheart being a discriminatory jerk, we've got it all. Buckle up, because July 20th is the historical buffet that serves trauma, triumph, and just a sprinkle of tinfoil hat weirdness. Segment 1. 1810. New Granada declares independence. New Granada, now modern-day Colombia, declares independence from Spain because nothing screams we want freedom like taking advantage of your colonizer's kidnapping problem. Spain was too busy playing hot potato with its monarchy thanks to Napoleon, so Colombia saw an opening and said, you know what? We're good. This was the equivalent of moving out while your parents are distracted by divorce proceedings. Or you're preoccupied with a French emperor throwing royal elbows? We'll just declare a republic real quick, NBD. Segment 2, 1944. Hitler survives assassination attempt. July 20th, 1944. Klaus von Stauffenberg tries to blow up Hitler with a bomb in a briefcase, proving that even Nazis couldn't stand being around Nazis. The plot failed, Hitler lived, and so did his stupid mustache. It's one of those so close, yet so catastrophic moments. Stauffenberg was like the ultimate German office rebel, except instead of passive-aggressively moving Hitler's stapler, he tried to assassinate him. It didn't work, but for one beautiful moment, someone inside the regime thought maybe fascism is bad. Unfortunately, the aftermath was less revolution and more mass arrests and executions. Segment 3, 1960. Sirimavo Bandaranaike becomes world's first woman prime minister. Let's fast forward to something slightly more uplifting. In 1960, Sirimavo Bandaranaike became the world's first woman elected prime minister, beating the boys in their own outdated game. Sri Lanka, then Ceylon, basically said, we've seen what men have done, let's give a mom the nuclear codes. And she ran with it. It's a big deal because 1960s politics were basically a frat house with worse haircuts. She took over after her husband was assassinated because nothing says gender equality like inheriting power from your murdered spouse. But hey, she paved the way for women in leadership, even if the road was bumpy and covered in patriarchy. Segment 4, 1969, Apollo 11 moon landing. In 1969, humanity did the unthinkable. We put a man on the moon just to prove to Russia that we had bigger rockets. Neil Armstrong took that famous step, and Buzz Aldrin followed right behind him, probably muttering, I swear I better get credit for this. It was a moment that defined a generation, televised, scrutinized, and, yes, moon landing trutherized. But it happened, and let's not forget Michael Collins, the guy stuck in orbit doing space Uber duty. This was the golden age of NASA, when men risked their lives for science, and also because Kennedy said we should. We choose to go to the moon, he declared, and July 20th was when we RSVP'd. Segment 5, 1976, Viking 1 lands on Mars. Just 7 years after the moon landing, NASA said, what's next? And yeeted a robot to Mars. Viking 1 landed on July 20th, 1976, becoming the first U.S. spacecraft to successfully stick the landing on the red planet. It didn't find life, but it did take some killer selfies. This was big. Mars was no longer a twinkle in Carl Sagan's eye. It was a real place for robotic photo shoots. Viking 1 paved the way for the Mars rover, Elon Musk's ambitions, and your cousin Chad's conspiracy blog. Segment 6, 2012, Aurora Theater mass shooting. And finally, we land on a somber note. On July 20th, 2012, a gunman opened fire in an Aurora, Colorado movie theater during a midnight screening of The Dark Knight Rises. It was horrifying, senseless, and tragically American. 12 people were killed, 70 more injured, and nothing, absolutely nothing was done about gun laws afterward. It's like America treats mass shootings like recurring hurricanes. Tragic? Yes. Preventable? Nah. Thoughts and prayers? You bet. It was yet another reminder that for all our technological marvels and diplomatic achievements, we still can't agree that maybe, just maybe, assault weapons don't belong in a movie theater. So that's July 20th, folks, a day where we declared independence, landed on other planets, survived assassination attempts, elected trailblazing women, and endured preventable tragedy. It's like history went on a bender and decided to do everything at once. Whether we're looking at space landings or national uprisings, July 20th teaches us one thing. Humanity is messy, brilliant, and occasionally very, very stupid. But it also gives us hope that sometimes we get it spectacularly right. Until next time, keep questioning, keep laughing, and for the love of Neil Armstrong, let's not let aliens see our Twitter feeds. This has been Klepper's Corner, Today in History. I'm out.